Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a new Hog Rider deck that has jumped its way up to the top of the world. The rank 154 player in the world is playing this and overcoming any obstacle. All buildings get reduced to rubble by the earthquake or the monk reflecting back all their shots. So when your opponent's forced to use units to try to stop your Hog Rider, the firecracker will light up their tower. Since monk enables the 3-card cycle, you only have to spend 5 elixir with a log, ice spirit, and goblins to get back to another firecracker. This deck beats 99% of the game besides lava hound. If you don't have monk, use hunter instead. It's time to get some massive matchup advantages, snatch up some towers, and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the high effort videos possible. So this guy's got a ton of love in his name and in his clan name. So let's see what he's gonna be doing. I'm gonna go for an ice spirit to give him a couple kisses on the tower. Oh, I don't get it. He denied me out here. We're gonna go in for a hog and we get hit by heal spirit. Interesting. We don't get, oh, we do get a Hog Rider hit. So usually you don't get a Hog Rider hit, but I guess he was a bit slower with elite barbarians. We're going to show him that our barbarians can be stronger and better, and they don't even need the title of elite. So his barbarians are going to taste defeat, while ours are staying strong. We can maybe go in for goblins on the other side so we can apply dual lane pressure. Oh man, I kind of wish I saved my goblins because you can fully surround a Dark Prince and get value. Anyway, I'm going to go for a monk, and I'm going to ice spirit as well. The reason why I'm going to ice spirit is because I want to stun the Dark Prince so it doesn't end up getting a charge on top of my monk, so the monk can retain its health. And then I can propel more stuff at my opponent. Oh my gosh, wait, what? Sir, do you understand that you're about to zap your own tower here? Oh, he was trying to Electro Wizard to reset my monk ability. That was actually quite smart if it was able to pull it off correctly. That would have flabbergasted me and actually triggered me quite a bit. That would not have been fun. Fortunately, that didn't work out for him. He's going to go E-barbs again at the river. Oh my gosh, chill for a second, man. Calm down with the constant aggression. I know they got football helmets on, and they're used to going and getting spammed against towers and bashing everywhere, but stop it. All right, we're going to go in for a Hog Rider on the right-hand side. We've taken some considerable damage here. If you're playing against Sparky, you have barbarians this round, you've got monk to blast things back, and you also have goblins. The scariest card in his deck right now is the Dark Prince, especially when it's paired with a Goblin Giant or a Giant and he tries to arrow away my stuff. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do soon. He's probably going to build up a huge push with the Sparky, and I want to go Goblins on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, depending on the opposite lane of wherever he drops the Sparky. He'll rage it most likely, and then we can cycle Firecracker, Hog Rider. That's what I want to do. I think he's going to Sparky here to defend the lower HP tower. Oh, he's going to Electro Wizard. Okay, cool. So maybe we can go for a Hog Rider here. Get him to go Sparky, and then we go in for a monk in front. Let's go!
It was at this moment that he knew.
I love that he responded to the Hog Rider and immediately Sparky. That's hilarious. I debated him so hard there. I knew he was going to Sparky in the same side as the Hog. I dropped my Hog purposely back so I had enough room to go in for the monk in front. So if you guys have ever done that before, it's really good against cannons, fantastic against Sparky. You can bait out your opponent to drop cards that they don't intend to actually get countered by the monk if you have enough room to drop it in front of the Hog Rider. So that pro play is something you guys can definitely incorporate into your games. We have easily won this matchup. You play against anything with like cannon, Sparky, those defenses get shut down in split seconds by the monk, and that was so easy. Really fun win. Let's jump on to the next one and keep climbing up ladder quick. And we're going to be starting off strong at 3,000 in the world. Yo, we got a game against someone with a Battle Healer banner, and they're part of the Deadly Warfare clan, and I would agree if you're running Battle Healer. It's one of the most despicable decks in the game. So we're going to be going in for, ooh, okay. Yeah, I was going to go for a Hog Rider and try to go and bait out some extra counters that, you know, you wouldn't want to drop. That's a really good trade for us. Getting the barb hit out of cycle is a negative trade for our opponent, and it's just going to lose all the barbs to our firecrackers. So I'll take that trade 9 times out of 10. I'm going to go for a monk here. I'm going to go in for goblins as well. I'm expecting him to go for a barb drill or arrows. Nice! That's exactly what we were planning. If we go goblins right next to our firecracker, or if we have a firecracker plus monk, a lot of times our opponent's not going to be expecting me to predict his barbarian barrel because it's like, you know, you're just going to let me kill the firecracker, but that's not how it works, man. I take your towers, and we're going to slime the elixir golem player. He's saying wow because he's like,
wait, I'm used to taking towers in 50 seconds. That's not supposed to happen to me, man. You're reversing the script.
So we're going to be able to go in for the Hog Rider again. He's going to go for Tornado. I mean, you can have that go to the King Tower all you want and not take any damage, but what is it going to do, man? How is that supposed to work for you? So in this type of matchup, I'm sure you guys know, you're just going for firecrackers and you spam them, and there's no way elixir golem ever breaks through because the firecrackers will overwhelm them, and you go for monks, knock back their elixir golem, separate their battle healer away from the elixir golem, and then you just kill the elixir golem first. You get all the elixir after killing the elixir golem, and then you end up just taking their tower afterward. Yo, we just knocked back another barbarian barrel. Are you kidding me right now? I was thinking about defending with my firecracker, but then I realized that I could probably 3-crown him because he only had barb barrel after cycling the electro dragon. He had no other source of splash damage. So how was he expecting to finish off goblins? And at the end, I think we got our answer from our friend. The deadliest warfare is won with barb barrels. And after eating elixir golem alive, we're at 2,300 in the world. Yo, we got a game against a top 620 player in the world. Let's go at him. We're gonna drop a good luck and see what he's up to. We're gonna go in for a hog rider immediately and just try to get some damage. You guys know the deal. If they don't have a building in cycle, hog rider is always a great starting play. Another elixir golem player? Oh my goodness. They are just coming out in full force today. They're like, you killed my brother. I'm gonna get revenge. It must happen. So as I said before, always try to kill the elixir golem blobs first, so then you can get enough elixir to defend, and then you catapult stuff at them, and then you're like, well, I'm in a really good spot now, so thank you very much. Go for an ice spirit here. We are able to pull the bat and also delay the inferno dragon, so that's gonna be our best bet. I'm gonna go for another hog rider. Just keep his elixir low and firecracker immediately, because he's gonna drop a unit. You always drop units here, or tornado, and if you tornado, then you're gonna activate king tower anyway, so it doesn't matter if I drop firecracker, because it's probably gonna blast your tower. So this is really nice. Look at that angelic battle healer being like, it's a battle between the demons and the angels. And yeah, I think my firecracker is a bit toxic. I agree. What do we do? Do we go for goblins here? Do we go in for another revelation of going in for the monk ability and blast back a barbaro? I hope I can do it. I want to see if I can get another one. I want to be 3 for 3. No, I'm not 3 for 3. If only I was 3 for 3 blasting back every barbaro in existence. I don't think this guy's got it in his deck. He probably would have done it. All right, we're going to go in for a firecracker in the back here. See if the guy wants to go in for any type of spell. I don't want him to hit my firecracker and also my barbarians at once. Ideally, that's not ever going to happen to us. We go for our goblins here and then ice spirit afterward, and that was just such an easy defense. As you guys can see, even if you are unlucky enough to play into someone that's going to have some type of elixir golem fireball deck, they still can't break through because the firecracker pops off and gives you absurd value. The one thing I want to just focus on right there was my log timing. I was able to blast the second form of the elixir golem blobs, and that also hit the third form. So second form, half HP, you release your log and you damage down the third form, and it's really easy. So we've won this one. This guy's definitely dead.
A few dominance is asserted later.
Oh yeah, this man had an arrows and fireball in the same deck, and he still got destroyed. This was one of the easiest games I've played in a long time. It was really fun. Because their deck is just so slow and clunky, they can never keep up with you. You stack up firecrackers, especially when you're counter pushing with the hog rider, splashing onto their tower because they have nothing besides units. All right, we got a game against Swim. He's swimming in W's looking at his clan right now. What's up? We're dropping good luck and figure out what your deck is. I can go for a hog rider immediately. Hopefully you don't have a building in cycle. That's the best way of us getting damage. Oh, you had skeleton army and I didn't have earthquake. Earthquake immediately ransacks those skeletons. So if you see a skeleton army pop up, you want to earthquake it instead of dropping something like maybe going in for a log, right? Or a firecracker, which doesn't immediately kill the skeletons. He's going to activate king tower. There's no doubt about it. Ooh, is this going to be a lava hound clone deck? Oh, we're starting off the game juicy out here. Love it, man. I like a challenge. So if you're playing against lumberjack balloon, obviously it's going to be difficult for your hog rider deck that only ends up having firecracker. So I'm going to try to go on the left-hand side when he decides to go in for the lava hound with my firecracker. Otherwise, we're going to be planting down our hog rider in the right-hand lane so that he can't build up a huge amount of defense and offense at the same time. We're going to firecracker here in the left-hand lane. He's probably going to go for like a flying machine if I had to guess. We'll see if he's going to have arrows in his deck, actually. Sometimes they'll go in for an arrows if they have it. Yeah, so he's not going to have arrows. He's going to have fireball, which is significantly better for me. So I will take that if I can. I'm going to go in for a monk, and maybe we can go and pull one of the phoenixes. Oh, we pull both of them. I don't know if that's great, because look at the lava hound. It's doing so much damage to my tower right now. I'm feeling uncomfy with this, man. All right, we're going to have to go in for a hog rider here. The monk will do some nice damage, and I should be back to a firecracker. I wonder if I can preserve the left-hand lane. We were able to pull those bats everywhere. Jeez, guys, are we still alive? No way. Okay, we can go in for a ice spirit on top of the fly machine. Make sure the fly machine targets that, and then we can go goblins. Both of our towers are alive. That was an awesome sequence on defense. Maybe he can go in for another hog rider here with a firecracker, and he's going to probably have skeleton army in cycle, so he'll wait for the firecracker to start hitting, and then he's going to go for skeleton army probably, right? Huh, interesting. So the Hog Rider does take tower. Maybe we can go in for a Monk. I think that'd be too aggressive. I think Barbs are probably better. Monk is going to be nice at reflecting back the flying machine, so I want to keep it in my hand. You feel me, guys? Not a card that I want to cycle too early. It's got Fireball as well, so maybe we can make a masterful prediction right now. There's actually a chance that I can do the dance. If I go for a Firecracker here, and we know that he has enough elixir, and I go Monk, and I click the ability, can I, like, reflect back a Fireball? Yo! That worked! No way! I knew it! I knew that was the only card that he was going to have to kill the Firecracker, so I was like, we got to master the element. If I win this game, that'll be so cool. I really want it to work. I can go in for goblins here as well. I need to get enough tank value, though. I think I need to go for, like, a Hog Rider, honestly. I don't know. Looking super sketch, guys. Looking super sketch. He's going to Fireball. We can Ice Spirit as well. Please just kill the Fly Machine, man. No, the Fly Machine's not going to die. I think I'm barely going to lose it, man. Unfortunate stuff. As you guys can see, I would say that if you played against a deck that has a lot of air cards, it would be really, really tough to win. We're still going to try, but it's unlikely that we win. Yeah, barely going to lose it, guys. There's no way I'm able to defend this in time. I was hopeful. I was praying, and it just wasn't able to find a way. So sometimes you're able to make crazy outplays and potentially win the game, but you can't win every time against people that have a ton of air cards spammed every second. Every deck in Clash Royale has a huge weakness. Unfortunately, that's ours. And fortunately, this deck has many more good matchups than bad ones. Let's jump on to the next one and get our redemption arc. Yo, this guy's gonna have a Mega Knight, Miner, and Dark Goblin all in his banner. Let's get it. First things first, we're gonna go for the Hog Rider and test him out and see what he's got. Ooh, it's gonna be a Mega Knight deck after we see the Skeleton Barrel. There's no doubt about it. So where's your Mega Knight? Are you leaking elixir? It's just like, didn't have enough elixir immediately, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We can go in for a Firecracker. We should be able to pull the Mega Knight with that and then activate King Tower with an Ice Spirit. So I love doing this because it only costs 4 elixir and it gives me a massive positive elixir trade. So we'll take this any day of the week. Thank you very much, sir. And then we go Barbarians on top of your Goblin Gang. And that's what we like. So just try to isolate your opponent's stuff. If we would have taken some tower damage from the Goblin Gang, that would have been okay. I just needed to make sure that the Mega Knight jumped onto the King Tower instead of jumping on my Barbarians. That's why we dropped things in a different spot. Wait, what is happening right now? You're just eating an insane amount of damage. Wait, watch this. I think we're okay. I'm going to let this lock, and then I'm going to log, and then we'll just eat the bats damage. We'll Hog Rider because he's just down so much elixir right now. It's pretty much impossible for him to effectively defend this. This doesn't have anything besides Inferno Dragon, which is going to get frozen by the Ice Spear, right? Yo, look at that value. And that's why you got to know, like, hey, if I eat some damage, and my opponent doesn't have elixir, they're probably going to take way more damage than me. And then also, you're just going to get constant positive elixir trades. Oh my gosh, the Firecracker's got the moves. Dude, she's moonwalking out here. She be moonwalking? No, yes, maybe not. I don't know. It's working really well, though. We take those. Also, you can fully surround a Mega Knight utilizing your Barbarian, so that's a vibe. What's he going to do? He's just going to lose his tower? I think that's probably what's happening. And then we go Hog Rider on the other side. Did he rage quit? Do you not want to play the game anymore? I think that's the case. He said, oops, and he dipped out. Nope, never mind. He drops a Mega Knight. Okay. Well, we're going to show you guys how to fully surround a Mega Knight. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but it's just so easy. Look at the Monk. Honestly, I would not be surprised if I 3-crown this guy. He is 100% dead. But beating Mega Knight was mega easy with this deck. The dude said well played and dipped out. Super easy stuff. Just activate King Tower, punish opponents when they overcommit, and fully surround the Mega Knight with the Barbarians for a clean defense every time. All right, we got another one here. We are amping up the challenge. And today we are playing against the Surprise Empire. So hopefully we can surprise him with our masterful monk abilities. We'll go for a log and an Ice Spirit here, and we don't see anything from him yet. Okay, cool. So always to go for your Earthquake in the same side as the Spear Goblins so you can damage them down. Otherwise, if you're dropping your Earthquake in the other side on the other tower, then what happens is the Spear Goblins run away and you're like, well, I didn't hit them. I feel like a failure. And you would be a failure, but that's not us today. So Hans, sounds like you're German, man. What are you going to do? What are you playing? A lot of German players run Graveyard, if you guys did not know. So what is he going to do? I mean, it's probably going to be a Graveyard deck, right? We saw Skeleton King, Phoenix, Goblin Hut. It makes sense. Wait, I can log this back and then keep our Firecracker alive, please? If it stays alive, that'd be really cool. No, it's still alive. If you didn't know, the Skeleton King does not one-shot a Ice Spirit, so that's another interaction that allowed us to keep our Firecracker alive even longer. And it might still stay alive. No way, man. I think we're going to get a Barbarian out of him. Let's go and click the ability and bounce back a Barbarian ideally. Doesn't happen, but the Firecracker stays alive and gives us nice damage on the tower. This guy's so tilted. No, don't do that to me right now, man. Stop it. So when I hit 2 elixir, I need to go in for a log here to clean up all the skeletons that are dealing disastrous damage. We do take his tower, which is a good trade for us overall, because if you think about it, graveyard, when a king tower is shooting on top of the graveyard skeletons, it's not that good for him. Also, in a dynamic game where you have Earthquake and you don't even lose your tower, you can still defend against subsequent graveyards utilizing your Earthquake. I think I'm going to lose my tower on the left, so I need to start working on the left hand tower as well, and it's going to be a spicy game. I'd love to cut to the end and say that this one's won.
A few dominances.
But it's not one yet. This guy has done a lot of damage to this tower, and it's going to get put in a sketchy situation, especially if we hit the later stages of the game. You can go for Graveyard Poison and kill my barbarians and goblins. Fortunately, the barbarians don't die for a long period of time, so they are good answers to Graveyard, especially into Poison. But if you're playing against a Graveyard Freeze or Graveyard Fireball, they're not as good. Then you would want to be using your Earthquake a lot of times, because the Earthquake, when the skeletons spawn, will give you huge value. All right, we're expecting to go Rascals, and I would log on them if that's the case. I can go in for a Firecracker here, and then the Barbarian cycled early on is generally a pretty stupid decision, but I was hoping we could bait out the Skeleton King as we did. And then we can keep the Monk in cycle in case he wants to drop more stuff at the river here. Does poison on our tower. A bit obnoxious that he's doing that. I didn't want him to play this well. Stop the spam, man. Let me spam out here. All right, cool. We made a good prediction on top of the Goblin Hut, and I think we can go for the Monk ability just to get some nice damage on the Spear Goblins and also on his tower as well. We know for a fact that he's going to take the left-hand tower, so ideally, I would not allow him to poison here. I want to go in for a Firecracker on the right-hand side, so then he's going to poison on the Firecracker. He wants to poison on the Firecracker, I think. Wait, he's graveyarding there. Is he going to split up everything? I'm really confused on what he's going to do. So he has to poison on the left-hand tower, as we thought. He can't kill my goblins. He can't kill my Firecracker. We can go for another Firecracker at the river here, and that's going to be a little splish and splash onto the Skeleton King and the goblins and give us gobs of damage. Wow, really rambunctious game so far. All right, so I think what we want to do is we just want to let the Skeleton King die because it's not going to give him that much value. We go Barbs if he goes in for a graveyard. We Monk in the back so we get the 3-card cycle. We go for Goblins and we go in for Barbarians. I'm going to go Goblins because they're going to attack a bit faster, and the Barbarians are going to be best served to guarantee that we finish off the Rascals. The Rascals are not going to die to Goblins. Okay, we can go in for the Hog Rider and Firecracker and click the Monk ability. Oh, he did have Barbarian. He just never wanted to drop it. I hate the fact that this guy's intelligent, you know? After getting the 3 or 2 Barbarian bounce backs that we got against the Elixir Golem player, these players are not letting it happen. Even if they lose the game, they will not lose their pride. It's awesome destroying some of the best decks in Clash Royale. In fact, if you look at the win rates on Royale API, this deck has the highest win rate in the entire game. And we crushed it quite comfortably, putting us now at 1,800 in the world. Don't forget to hammer the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.